Just a few videos ago, we discussed a very sensitive topic, lines of code. And I said in that video that I believe that lines of code is a good metric, despite all the negativity about this metric, which you can get from so many authors and everywhere, on the internet, on the books, everywhere. I said it's a metric which does make sense in certain situations. But I also said that probably if you are the manager, then you should not tell your programmers that you pay attention to this metric. And then Alexander, one of my listeners, asked me a question under the video, and he said that it doesn't sound right according to my beliefs that management has to be transparent, and it doesn't sound right that I'm advising managers to not tell the team what kind of information the manager is paying attention to. And I was thinking about this comment actually, and I think that I was wrong in that video. So it's a good comment, and I was wrong when I said that the manager should not disclose that information to the team and should keep it secret. However, I have to make a remark now that there are two types of teams. There are two types of management which exist in the market. The first one and the second. So the first one is something that is a perfect management. When the software development is configured the way that every programmer delivers the code in certain change requests or pull requests, and each pull request is being reviewed up to the highest quality possible in the project. So all the quality checks are there, and nobody can go around these quality checks. And the performance of everybody is measured by the amount of these change requests delivered to the code base. So in this case, in this perfect setup, which most probably not so many of you experience in your daily work, in this setup, definitely the manager can, I believe, pay attention to the lines of code programmers deliver, and can tell and must tell all the programmers that your performance is actually measured and judged by not only how many pull requests you made, but also how many lines of code you changed there. If the setup is that perfect, then this information has to be disclosed, because the quality review process is strong there, and it will be not possible for anybody to artificially, on purpose, increase the amount of lines of code, because the code review will stop that and will prevent that from happening. So we have a very objective, very perfectly configured and strict quality control. In this case, yes, we can disclose, we can tell the team and disclose this intention to measure their performance by the lines of code. However, there's a second type of teams, which are a majority on the market, where people work not through pull requests. They commit their code to the master branch directly, or the code review is not so strict, and the quality control is quite weak, and everybody gets paid not for the results they deliver, but just for the presence in the project. You just go to the office, and that's all you need to do in order to get your salary, basically. So in this case, of course, the lines of code is not a good metric, and if you use this metric, then in this case, in this not perfect and really actually bad management situation, you better keep it secret that you pay attention to this metric, because if they know that you pay attention to this metric, they can abuse it easily. They can start writing additional lines of code for no reason. They can trick the metric. They can understand that you pay attention. So who is the largest producer of the lines is the best programmer. But in the situation of the chaos, that will lead even to more chaos. So by telling them that you pay attention to the metrics, you will only increase the chaos. In the first setup, you will only increase the productivity, because the quality is under strict control. In the second case, you will only increase the chaos, because there is no control of the quality, and they will abuse it even more. So that's, two sides of the same coin. But I still believe that lines of code is a good metric, but use it, in two different ways. So make a decision, what's your situation, and then use it or don't use it. I hope I answered your question, Alexander. Thanks for listening. Stay tuned. Bye-bye.